Well, I've now added the Polly Filla Prep on top. But what I did was just scooped it on and started with a sponge, wet sponge, but that was not good enough, so I just used my bare hand and dipped it in a bucket of water and spread it around. So it came out really nice. Everything's nice and smooth. Doesn't even need to be sanded. So we're just about ready to put on some rock molds. This is what I use to spread over the module. As you can see here, I have a couple of homemade molds that I made from aquarium rocks and some woodland scenics rock mold. I think it'll all work once I get them all colored up and put in place. I've made a few here. I used hydrogel, but just about run out of it, and I'm going to start switching to plaster of Paris. Okay, I now got some of the rock castings in, pretty well all that I am going to put in. I may put one or two more at the bottom as fill, or put in some talus or whatever. It's looking pretty white right now, but once I get all the paint and that sort of stuff in, I think it'll start looking pretty good. For the most part, I used that Polly Filla Prep to glue everything on and then to smooth everything in so it looked like they belong there. And now I'm going to put a base coat of brown on all the scenery except the rocks. Well, I started doing some of the rough scenicking today and tried my hand at Woodland Scenics leopard spotting on one of the rock molds to see how it would turn out. Not too bad. I did find, however, that after using that Polly Filla Prep, I had to go to more concentrated colors because it would not take the pigment very well. So far it's not too bad. I might have to lighten it up a bit with a little bit of white dry brushing, but it's sort of the look I want. The colors that I used were earth undercoat for the basic scenery, black as the highlight, a little bit of burnt umber, quite a bit of raw umber, and I used slate gray because I want a grayish look to the rock as opposed to lighter colors. I mixed it up in various concoctions here. They say black should be about 32:1. Well, I just eyeballed everything and used it, and it seemed to work out okay. I did a little extra concentration for the slate gray and the raw umber to darken things down a bit. Well, the basic rock coloring is now done, and all the ground coloring is in as well. I also played around with a little bit of experimentation, putting a little green in some of the ground cover area. It's all Woodland Scenics, paint pigments, and that sort of thing. I'll tidy up the rocks a bit before I start doing other things. I wanted the rocks to be dark, as that's basically what they look like around here, and it turned out reasonably well. Not too displeased with it, but I'm going to have to lighten some of it up by dry brushing a few areas. And after that, then I'll start doing the ground cover with Woodland Scenics products. I've now finished doing the rough scenicking on the background scenery, as you can see here. I used 3 Woodland Scenics colors for this part. There was the earth color, burnt grass, and green grass, all of the fine variety. Everything is looking pretty good so far. And that's about it until the new year, as my boss has to borrow some of my tables that I have in this small room. Take care everyone, and talk to you soon.